It's ironic that as creatives, many of us are innately shy. I know I am. I don't have any scientific data to back this up, but I would guess there's some kind of biological connection between the creativity gene and the tendency to be shy. But how can you work with people on film sets or in the theater environment, or if you're a writer, call people up and interview them if you're struggling with crippling shyness? How can you be successful? There are many known shy creative people who have been very successful. Entertainers like Prince, my personal idol, and even journalists like Barbara Walters, and comedians and late-night talk show hosts like Johnny Carson and David Letterman. Carson and Letterman were known to have an onstage persona and an offstage persona. On camera, they were extroverted, telling jokes, cracking on people, and chatting celebrities up seemingly effortlessly. However, during commercial breaks, they would retreat into a shell and not talk to the guests they were just joking around with. Even comedian Chris Rock, a notorious loudmouth, has been known to be introverted when he's not on stage. In the book that I co-wrote with Raymond Lambert about the history of the comedy club All Jokes Aside in Chicago, which Raymond co-founded with his business partner, James Alexander, Raymond told a story about Chris Rock. Rock was a total wallflower and said next to nothing when Raymond picked him up from the airport. The drive from the airport to the club was almost completely silent. And at the after party after Rock's show, Rock just stood in the corner staring out the window. You'd think that Chris Rock would be the life of the party, literally putting a lampshade on his head and cracking jokes and dispensing wisecracks and impersonations, but that was not the case. So here are 5 solutions to maybe not overcome, but at least manage shyness if you're a creative person. Number 1, join Toastmasters or some other program that helps you develop speaking abilities. At Toastmaster meetings, you can practice speeches that you prepare ahead of time, or you can speak extemporaneously. I joined Toastmasters several years ago, and it's really helped me with speaking in front of people. Number 2, come out of yourself and stop being so preoccupied with how people think of you. I know, easier said than done. When I was in high school, I would stare at myself in the mirror out of sheer boredom because I didn't have enough to do to keep me busy. Constantly looking at my own reflection made me self-conscious, and as an adult, when I stopped that bad habit and filled up my time with constructive activities, my confidence grew, slowly but surely. Number 3, do something that takes you out of your comfort zone and forces you to interact with people you wouldn't ordinarily encounter. For me, that's studying a foreign language. Learning Spanish forces me to put myself in situations where I feel a bit uncertain and speak a language that I haven't yet mastered. Interacting with people who are different from you culturally really stretches you and helps you grow. It takes the focus off yourself. Number 4, study emotional intelligence. This may sound corny, but the best-selling book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, which I read at age 19, was instrumental in helping me to develop effective interpersonal skills. Study etiquette, practice opening the door for people, saying please and thank you. When you treat people right, that in itself can help you overcome social awkwardness, or at least minimize it. Number 5, and this is perhaps the most important point, know your craft. There is something very empowering about knowing what you're doing. If you're a writer or a filmmaker or some other type of artist, study and practice what you do. Read books, watch YouTube videos, and put what you learn into practice by writing stories, making short films, etc., so that when opportunity comes knocking, you'll be ready for it, and your shyness will not get in the way. Being prepared and knowledgeable can reduce self-consciousness, increase your confidence, and help you become the person you knew you were always capable of being. If you like this video, please leave a comment, share it, and subscribe to my channel.